Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Bath County Sports Complex out here in Owensville, Kentucky, where tonight we will have a broadcast for you for semifinal number 1 in the boys' 16th Region Baseball Tournament. It will be a My Town matchup between the Rowan County Vikings and the Ashland Tomcats. Ashland got here with a victory 4-0 over one of the top teams in the region, one of the co-favorites, in my opinion. The Raceland Rams had a big win, 4-0 over them, and Rowan County had an easy win over West Carter in round 1, and that round 1 was all the way back on Monday afternoon after we've had rain, and some more rain, and finally we've had a couple of nice days, and we're ready to go for baseball action tonight. We'll also have the championship game of the 16th region tomorrow. That is scheduled a first pitch for 2:30, as the winner of this one will play the winner of the nightcap between Boyd County and East Carter. We'll have the championship game tomorrow and this semifinal number 1 as we follow our partner schools throughout the postseason. I want to remind you that tonight's game, fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore, and made possible by Restoration RX. When we come back, we'll talk about the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Ashland Tomcats, and run down their lineup and give you some players to watch and some give you Eli Foster's on the man, and we'll give you his stats on the season when we come back here on the pregame show presented to you by Restoration RX here on MyTown TV.
Download our app today.
Whoa, easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me?
Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Hot doggies, give me that.
What in the Pixar?
You know, Clark's Rewards. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner.
Gets them every time.
Rewards. Got it.
Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan home at Big Sandy Superstore.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ashland's finishing up their infield practice and getting warmed up as we're getting closer and closer to first pitch in this one. The Ashland Tomcats coming in 29-6 on the year. They faced this Rowan County team earlier this season back on May the 4th and won a 10-run Mercy Rule game. It went 6 innings, 13-3. That was at Ashland. Couple of it would be Eli Foster. Well, just run down the lineup for you here. For Ashland, it'll be Brady Marucci will lead off and be behind the plate. L.J. Murphy in center field, followed by Zane Ingram at shortstop. Asher Moore at second base. Chandler Kaiser will be at first base. Nolan Russell will be your DH. Matt Dillon will be in right field. Brennan Ward will be at third base. Chase Morrison will be in left field. And Eli Foster will be your pitcher tonight. And so for Foster on the season, his numbers very, very good this season. This will be his 11th game, his 7th start. He's thrown 44 and a third innings, 39 hits in those innings, 20 runs he's given up. 15 of those are earned. 28 strikeouts. He has a record of 7-0 on the year with 1 save. and he has an ERA of 2.37, and that's something that this Ashland Tomcat team has been very good this year as a team. Their pitching ERA is 2.74, been very impressive on the mound, but also at the plate. Brady Marucci having an absolutely monster senior season for Ashland, batting .432 on the year, is a very difficult hitter to deal with, as he's one of the top hitters in the state for home runs. He has 15 on the season, and he has 39 walks, by far leads the team in the number of walks. Therefore, it tells you that some pitchers and some teams just don't want to put him in an opportunity for him to hurt them at the bat, so they will walk him. They've walked him 39 times on the season. He also has 42 RBIs, and as a team, Ashland has Marucci has 15 of Ashland's 22 home runs on the season. Also, Asher Moore batting .310, and LJ Murphy, their number one hitter, or their number one pitcher, is also hitting over 300 for the season. It looks like the umpires are coming out. We're going to have a meeting at the plate. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, and I'll give you Rowan County's lineup and talk a little bit about the Vikings when we come back here on MyTown TV on the Restoration RX pregame show right after this.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage, family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
do bodywork and repair.
We've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
The purpose of Escape the Vape is going to be to try to get the teenagers and the young kids to stop vaping. With the kids, their brains are still forming until they're 25. Parents in the community need to and pay attention if their kids are using it, because there are signs that their kids use it.
Mom, what's for dinner?
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX. Water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX 606-694-1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
When you need insurance, it's nice to know you have a Farm Bureau agent right in your community. Someone who understands your family's needs and lives right down the road. For insurance in Rowan County, call your local agent, Bailey Trent. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the caring you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
All right, folks, we're back here on the Restoration RX pregame show here on MyTown TV. Really quickly, we'll run down the starting lineups for Rowan County. It'll be Aaron Pennington leading off and playing shortstop. Grant Rose will be on the hill. He'll bat second. Eli Miller will be in right field batting third. Batting fourth will be Mason Havens, who will be at first base. Brody Likens will be behind the plate. Toby Stinson will be at second base. Ross Banks will be in center field. Braxton Smith will be at third. And Jackson Pico will be in left field. And give you the numbers on Grant Rose. I believe he was injured earlier in the year, but he was one of their top pitchers last year and actually started in the championship game last year that Rowan County dropped to Boyd County. You wanted to mention too that Ashland is trying to get back to their championship game, the championship game of the 16th region for the first time since 2021. But to get back to Grant Rose, he's had 4 starts, and that's how many appearances he's had. He's thrown 12 2/3 innings, 10 hits and given up 7 runs with 3 of them earned, 17 strikeouts, and he has a 1-loss record of 3 wins and 1 loss with an ERA of 1.66. And Rowan County 21-16 got into this ball game by defeating West Carter in the first round. And to give you a quick rundown of the defensive alignment for Rowan County, it's Grant Rose on the hill, Likens behind the plate. From third around to first, it's Smith, Pennington, Stinson, and Havens. Left around to right is Pico, Banks, and Miller. And I'm going to be quiet and allow the public address announcer finish the lineups here, and then we'll have to take a break here on final break on the Restoration RX pregame show. Once that's introduced, and we'll take a break for the national anthem, and we'll be back for the first pitch. But let's allow the PA announcer to announce the lineups for Rowan.
Batting third, wearing number 12, the right fielder and the player DH, Eli Miller. Batting fourth, wearing number 99, the first baseman, Mason Havens. Batting fifth, wearing number 4, the catcher, Brody Likens. Batting sixth, number 16, the second baseman, Toby Stinson. Batting seventh, wearing number 7, center fielder Ross Banks. Batting eighth, wearing number 6, the third baseman Braxton Smith. And batting ninth, number 14, the left fielder Jackson Pico.
All right, folks, that's the lineups. We're going to take our final break of the Restoration RX pregame show, and we will be back with the first pitch between Rowan County and Ashland.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home. With expert clinicians offering personalized care, and we're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
Pick six for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
As we're getting ready for first pitch, and Rowan County has taken the field, and Grant Rose is completing his warm-up tosses here to get this one started. Semifinal number 1. The winner of this game plays in the championship game tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 with the winner. They will play the winner of game number 2 tonight between Boyd County and East Carter. Interesting little side note on that one. Rowan County trying to get into the championship game like they did last year and lost to Boyd County, but that second semifinal, Boyd County and East Carter, contains the last two 16th region champions. Boyd County last year in 2025, and East Carter defeated Boyd County in 2024 to win the region that season. So for Rowan County, well, before I get to that, I want to say a congratulations to all of our teams that have qualified for the state tournament. Over in West Virginia, we had all 3 of our schools in baseball, Spring Valley, Huntington, and Cabell Midland, all qualified for the state tournament in their respective classes. Also, the Cabell Midland Lady Knights have qualified for the state tournament. They are the 1 seed and looking to repeat as state champions. Want to also congratulate the Ashland Kittens, who won the 16th region last night in girls softball, and they will go to the state tournament next week as they will try to make a deep run down at the state tournament. And with the firepower that they have at the plate that they showed last night, if they can hit the ball like that, they may be staying in Lexington for quite a while. So Rowan County's defensive alignment: Rose on the hill, Likens behind the plate. Third around to first, Smith, Pennington, Stinson, Havens. And then it's Pico, Banks, and Miller from left around to right. So now it is Brady Marucci who's going to step in to lead off once we get the equipment taken care of for Brody Likens for Rowan County. And I do not have the best vantage point here tonight, so I might not be able to see certain things. Hopefully the camera will pick them up, and Marucci will step in. .432 on the year with 15 home runs. He's 41 of 95, 42 RBIs, 10 doubles, and a triple. And this first pitch here tonight is brought to you by Restoration RX. And Rose delivers ball 1 low. Here's the 1-0 to Marucci. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's hit hard to third, scooped up there by Smith. And over to Havens for the first out of this ball game. 1 away, and L.J. Murphy, the left-hander, will come to the plate. He's center fielder today. Murphy on the year, batting .303.
Number 1, the center fielder, L.J. Murphy.
He's 33 of 109, 21 RBIs on the season, 8 doubles and a couple of triples. And he has drawn 18 walks on the season. Third on the team in that category. And that's going to be strike 1, catching the corner from Grant Rose, 0-1. And Slater, they're going to say he went around and called strike 2. I'm not sure that he went around. He kind of circled there, but home plate umpire Davey Anderson said, yes, he did, so it's 0-2. Murphy steps out. He'll step in with no balls, 2 strikes. Top of the first inning, nobody on, 1 down. And Murphy's going to foul that one into foul territory, and it is going to go out of play, and it'll stay no balls and 2 strikes. And Murphy asks for time as Rose has taken too long, and he'll step out. There's the 0-2 pitch, and that stays outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Murphy. Shortstop Zane Ingram on deck for the Tomcats. And that stays up and away, and it's now even the count after being down 0-2. Count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's the 2-2 from Rose, and it stays inside, and now he asks, and it says he did not go. Appeal down to third, and it's going to be a full count now, as Murphy was down in the count 0-2, and he's fought back to bring the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch from Rose. Stays up and away, way out of the zone. And Murphy draws a one-out walk, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, shortstop Zane Ingram. Ingram on the year batting .286.
Now batting number
32 of 112. 32 RBIs, 6 doubles, and 3 home runs on the season. LJ Murphy is 8 of 10 in the stolen base category this season, so we'll see if he may decide to take off during this at bat. Rose comes set, comes to the plate, and that's high, hit in the air to straightaway center field. Going back and making the catch a few steps in front of the wall is Banks, and so it's a long out as Ingram gave it a ride, just couldn't get it out of here, and Murphy will go back to first base, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Asher Moore, batting .310 on the season. 36 of 116 on the year with 31 RBIs, third on the team in that category. Couple of doubles, 2 home runs on the season. So 2 down. Runner on first is LJ Murphy, who drew a one-out walk. And Murphy's going on the curveball, and he's got a good jump, and he is going to be in. Bang, bang play, and he's called safe as Murphy picks up the stolen base. And it's 0-1 on Asher Moore. The scoreboard says 1-0. The home plate umpire is saying 0-1, so I'm going to go with the home plate umpire with 0-1 for the count. Here's the 0-1, and that's hit into right field. Miller going to his right, gets underneath it and makes the catch, and that ends the top of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on at the end of a half an inning. No score for Ashland. Rowan County coming to bat. We'll be back after this.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
All right, folks, we are back. Here headed to the bottom of the first inning. Ashland got one runner on with a one-out walk to LJ Murphy, but couldn't do anything with it. So now it'll be Rowan County to come up in the bottom of the first to face Eli Foster. And for Rowan County, it's going to be Aaron Pennington, Grant Rose, and Eli Miller scheduled to come to the plate for the Vikings. Reminder of Ashland's defensive alignment: Foster on the hill, Marucci behind the plate, and then third around to first, it's Ward, Ingram, Moore, and Kaiser, and left around to right is Morrison, Murphy, and Dillon. And so Aaron Pennington coming to the plate, and if I'm not mistaken, he's on a 33-game hitting streak. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. I think he's on a 33-game hitting streak. He's averaging .536 hitting on the season as he fouls that one away. He's 60 of 112, 33 RBIs, 21 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs on the season. That one's outside, ball 1 ball and 1 strike. And that is going to be hit into left field and right at Morrison, who makes the catch, and 1 away. It was hit on a line, but right at the left fielder. So there's 1 down now. So your pitcher, Grant Rose, will now come to the plate. Base is empty and 1 away.
Number 2, the pitcher, Grant Rose.
And Rose on the season's batting .319, 6 doubles, a triple, and 6 doubles, a triple, and a home run on the year. And Rose hits that one bounce. Tough play there. Moore kind of got caught in between, but did a nice job of blocking that one. So quickly, 2 away for Rowan County here in the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be Eli Miller to now come to the plate.
Number 12, the right fielder, Eli Miller.
And Eli Miller on the year is batting .346. He's 28 of 81. 8 doubles, a couple of triples, and a home run on the season. He pops that one high in the air to the left side of the infield, and that is going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning as Ward makes the catch at third base. So no runs, no hits, no errors. A 1-2-3 inning for Eli Foster. And at the end of one, there's no score between Ashland and Rowan County. We'll be back after this.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards? Rewards? Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
All right, folks, we are back, headed to the top of the second inning as Grant Rose is finishing up his warm-up tosses for Ashland. They brought 4 hitters to the plate in the top of the first, and so it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters to come to the plate for the Tomcats. It'll be Chandler Kaiser, Nolan Russell, and Matt Dillon. Again, I just want to... We have some issues as far as angles and being able to see well. We are kind of been relegated to the back of the bleachers here behind home plate, and it's only so many ways to do the best shot that we can. So we'll do everything we can to give you the best product that we can here today.
The top of the second inning for Ashland, number 24, Chandler Kaiser.
And Kaiser on the year. He's batting .287 on the season. Has a home run and 9 doubles. He's 25 of 87 on the year. And that's a nice breaking ball there by Rose. Broke right over the outside part of the plate. No balls and a strike. And that's fouled towards the Rowan County dugouts. Quickly 0-2 on Kaiser. And that's strike 3 called. A nice pitch by Rose. Gets his first strikeout of the game and gets the leadoff hitter on 3 pitches. 1 down as Nolan Russell will now come to the plate for the Tomcats. Russell on the season batting .341. And that's high. Hasn't been at the plate, only 41 at bats, but he's 14 of 41 with a triple and a home run on the season. And he takes one out of the zone, ball 1. There's the 1-0 from Rose. It's going to stay outside again, ball 2. And that's going to be across the plate, strike 1. Lycan sit up outside, and Rose brought it back over the inside part of the plate. Gets strike 1. It's 2 balls and a strike and 1 out. No score and no hits for either team here in the top of the second. And that's fouled out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Rose tried to catch the outside corner. That curveball stayed outside and low. Counts now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That stays high, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Grant Rose, and comes at the same time in the second inning as it did the first. Ashland had 1 down in the first inning, and Rose walked the second hitter, and in this inning here, in inning number 2, he's done the same thing. So now Matt Dillon will come to the plate. Dillon, only 11 of 81 on the year, batting 136. Going to stay high, ball 1. Wouldn't expect Russell to go, only 2 stolen bases and as many attempts on the season. It's the 1-0 coming to Dillon from Rose. And that is high, and then it's fouled out of play. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first for the Tomcats. And that's outside. The ball gets past the catcher, and Russell's going to move up. That's 2-1. Two balls and a strike, and this is the first time either team's had a runner in scoring position. This time it's Russell at second. That's hit in the air into center field. Banks takes a couple steps back, then comes in and makes the catch. There's now 2 away. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, third baseman Brennan Ward. Ward on the season, batting .222.
Number 14, the third baseman, Brennan Ward.
12 of 54 on the year with a double, 13 RBIs. Has an opportunity here with a 2-out base hit to put the Tomcats up early in this one. No score here in the top of the second. Rose delivers to Ward. That curveball stays high. 1-0. Swing and a miss. That was up in the zone a little bit, but it was a strike, and Ward seemed like he was just a touch behind that one. That's strike 2. Nice pitch there by Grant Rose. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Likens about threw that one over Rose's head. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Top of the second, runner on second. 1-2 from Rose. And that's going to be, no, it's not going to get down. I thought it was going to get down. It hung in the air, and it's a fly out to right field. And that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Only 1 runner left on. Heading to the bottom of the second. Still no score between Rowan County and Ashland. We'll be back after this.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
All right, folks, we're back here at the 16th Region Tournament, semifinal number 1, a My Town matchup between Ashland and Rowan County. No score as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And for Rowan County, they went 3 up, 3 down, and the bottom of the first inning. And it'll now be Mason Havens, Brody Likens, and Toby Stinson scheduled to come to the plate. Havens on the year, batting .439 as Foster bounces one up there. 1-0. Havens with 55 RBIs on the season. And that one stays outside, 2-0. Foster seems like doesn't want to give Havens too much to hit. And that one's in the dirt, 3-0. I wouldn't either with 55 RBIs. 3 home runs and 17 doubles on the season. And that's going to be strike one called as Havens was taken all the way. And that is hit up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit. That ball was kind of hidden, or I would have called that earlier, but a leadoff base hit from Mason Havens. I'm sitting directly behind home plate, so it makes it kind of difficult. The ball got hidden by the umpire and the catcher, but now Brody Likens will step in. He's batting .402 on the season. 9 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Has 42 RBIs, second on the team in that category. 41 of 102 on the season as Havens leads, and that was looked like a breaking ball that stayed high and really kind of too high to swing at, but Likens saw it and fouled it away. No balls and 1 strike. And that's hit off the hands. A little slow roller to first. It might be trouble. Nice job by Foster covering, and runner's out, and runner's going to go all the way to third. And we've got the runner as Foster went across the bag, was in the baseline as the runner was going through first base. Likens. And that is going to be first out of the inning. And there's some question, but the umpire called him out. Foster beat him to the bag, and the collision didn't happen until after he crossed the bag, but Foster's momentum was carrying him into the baseline and behind first base and took him in to Brody Likens' running lane there, and they collided, and heads up base running by Mason Havens. He went all the way around to third, so now Rowan County with the best opportunity to score here in this game so far with a runner at third and only 1 out, and Toby Stinson will come to the plate. Stinson on the year batting .349. Foster's going to get a few warm-up tosses to make sure he's all right, because he and Brody Likens collided, as you could see, after they crossed first base, after Likens crossed first base. But everybody, Likens got up and walked off, and it looks like Foster is fine. And Stinson will now step in with an opportunity to give Rowan County the lead here in the bottom of the second. And that one's going to stay inside, ball one. And that's going to catch the inside corner, strike one. I think it was the same pitch, just a better location. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that is a ground ball to short, and they're playing in, and they've got Havens hung up between third and home. Marucci runs him back, and he tag him out, and the runner at first is going to stay there. And so they get the out. Nice play there by Ingram as Havens was taken off with the crack of the bat. So 6-2 to 5 on that put out, and that's now 2 down and erases the runner in scoring position. And Stinson gets on with the fielder's choice, but there's now 2 away. It's number 7, Ross Banks, will come to the plate. Banks on the season, batting .266 with 5 doubles and a triple. 29 of 109 on the season. And that is grounded to Ingram. He scoops it up. He'll go across to first base, and a nice stretch and a catch there by Kaiser. And that will do it here in the second inning. 1 hit on and no one and 1 runner left. No errors and no runs. And at the end of 2 complete, no score between Ashland and Rowan County. We'll be back right after this.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage. Family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
do bodywork and repair.
We've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
All right, folks, we're back here. 16th Region Tournament semifinal here in baseball. A My Town matchup here in the first semifinal between Rowan County and Ashland. We've got no score headed to the 3rd inning. Grant Rose is out to start his 3rd inning of work, and he'll face the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Tomcats. It'll be Chase Morrison, Brady Marucci, and L.J. Murphy scheduled to come to the plate for the Tomcats. Tomcats yet to get their first hit. Rowan County picked up their first hit in the bottom of the second, but that's the only hit allowed by either Eli Foster or Grant Rose. Only 1 hit allowed between the 2 of them here through 2 innings. Chase Morrison on the year, he's just 7 of 67, batting .107. And he takes strike 1. 0-1. And that's going to hit Morrison. Tried the breaking ball drop in, but Morrison gets hit by the pitch, and now Ashland will bring up the top of the order, and that'll be Brady Marucci, who grounded to 3rd to open up this one. As I mentioned in the pregame, having a monster senior season.
Brady Marucci.
As Ashland trying to get back to the 16th Region Championship game for the first time since 2021. And if I'm not mistaken, that regional tournament actually was played at Ashland in 2021. Rose steps off. Morrison on the year has attempted 3 stolen bases and been successful all 3 times. But Rose has got to pay attention to Marucci, who hits that one hard into right center field. That is gone! A 2-run home run. The 16th home run of the season from Brady Marucci on the first pitch. And it puts the Tomcats up 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And to be honest with you, folks, it didn't even look like he swung that hard, and it went out just to the right of the 350 sign out in right center field. And that is the first hit of the ball game for Ashland, and it gives them a 2-0 lead. So now it'll be L.J. Murphy to come to the plate. He walked in the first inning, was stranded at second. He stole a base and was stranded at second to end the top of the first. And now Ashland strikes first here in this regional semifinal. Rose throws to Murphy, and he throws strike 1. That's going to stay a little bit low on that breaking ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. That's high and away, ball 2. So it'll be Murphy and then Zane Ingram to bat here. Nobody down. And Murphy hits a bouncer to short. Picked up there by Pennington. Over to Havens at first, and that will get the first out of the inning. 1 away. That'll bring up shortstop Zane Ingram, who, flew out to center in his first at bat.
Now batting number 2, Zane Ingram.
Base is empty with 1 down for Ingram. And that's going to be low, ball 1. And that is going to be strike 1. Another breaking ball from Rose. Looks like he kind of dropped down on his arm angle on that one and got that one to drop into the strike zone. That's going to stay just low, ball 2. And Rose and Likens both wanted that one but didn't get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's inside on the hands, hit down the left field line, and that's going to be fair as it drops in, as it's thrown back to the infield, and another base hit for Ashland, and Zane Ingram gets on with 1 down, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Asher Moore, who flew out to right field in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and Ashland's bat starting to come alive here in the top of the 3rd. Brady Marucci has put Ashland on the board with a 2-run home run. Ashland looking for more with a runner on first and only 1 out. Their cleanup hitter at the plate. That's going to stay outside, ball 1. Rose will come to the plate. Throw down from the catcher, runner's back. That was ball 2. 2-0 now on Moore. Good hitters count here. Tomcats would love to add a couple more runs here in this inning after the 2-run home run from Marucci. Got a runner on and a hitter's count. That's going to be 3-0 now. So Rose must come with a strike, and You got to feel like Asher Moore's probably going to be taken here, but you never know sometimes. Conventional wisdom is that he's taking this on 3-0 and make Rose throw a strike. And he does, and it's strike one. So now 3-1 for Moore, still count in his favor. Can look for something that pitch that he likes here on 3-1. Rose has got to come to him with a strike. Doesn't want to put 2 runners on here with just 1 out. And that's strike 2. Nice pitch by Rose. Kind of started a little off the plate, broke back over the plate, and Rose battles back after being down 3-0 to bring the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner's going, and it's popped in the air to shortstop. Runner's got to turn back, and he's got time, and he gets back. As Moore pops out, there's now 2 down as Chandler Kaiser will come to the plate, who struck out looking to lead off the 2nd inning. So Ashland now with 2 outs, still a runner on first. So after that 2-run home run by Marucci, Rose has been able to keep Ashland in check. Breaking ball stays high, ball 1. Kaiser fouls that one off. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw over to first, runner's back. The 1-1, and that's hit down the left field line, and I believe that's going to go out of play as Pico gave chase, but went out of play. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kaiser. Runner's going and swung and fouled down the left field line, and it's going to be out of play. Well, it's going to stay in play, but Smith unable to run it down, so it was right up against the fence. So Ingram was off and running on that one. Stays outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner's going, swing and a miss. The strikeout, and that will do it. Won't matter about the runner as Kaiser strikes out. But Ashland picks up 2 runs on a 2-run home run from Marucci. Ashland gets 2 runs on 2 hits, a runner left, and no errors at the end of 2.5. Ashland leads 2-0. We'll be back right after this.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Folks, we are back here. Bottom of the third inning, Rowan County coming to the plate. Down 2-0 after Ashland plated 2 runs on a Brady Marucci 2-run home run in the top of the third to take the lead. For Rowan County, it'll be 8-9-1 to come to the plate. Braxton Smith will lead off this inning. He's batting .263 on the year. 10 doubles and a home run. 25 of 95 on the season. It's fouled away, strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Braxton Smith. And that's fouled out of play. It'll stay 0-2. Reminder that today's game is fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore, and made possible by Restoration RX. And that reaches out, and it's a slow bouncer, but it's a nice job there by Asher Moore. Picks it up and throws out Braxton Smith for the first out of the inning. So 1 down here in the bottom of the third. And so now the left fielder, Jackson Pico, will come to the plate.
Now batting, number 14, the left fielder, Jackson Pico.
Pico on the year, batting .291 on the season. A couple of doubles. And that's grounded right back to Foster, who picks it up and over to first. Kaiser kind of got handcuffed there, but was able to hang on to it. So quickly, 2 away. We're back to the top of the order in Aaron Pennington for Rowan County. Pennington on the day is 0 for 1. He flew out to left field in the bottom of the first. And that's low in the dirt, ball 1. It's ball 2, high and away. So Pennington now with a opportunity here. Ahead in the count, 2-0. And Pennington hits a grounder to short. Ingram backs up. The throw over to Kaiser. Gets him 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of 3 complete, it's Ashland 2 and Rowan County nothing. We'll be back right after this.
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds. Buy the refrigerator and range, get the dishwasher and microwave free at Big Sandy Superstore.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
Water, mold, fire, Sewage cleanup handled fast by certified pros. When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX 606-694-1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
All right, folks, we're back here going to the top of the fourth inning. The Ashland Tomcats lead 2-0, and coming to the plate for the Tomcats will be Russell, Ward, and Morrison scheduled to come to the plate as Grant Rose is finishing up his warm-up tosses here in the top of the fourth inning as he gets set for his fourth inning of work. He's only given up 2 hits on the night, has a couple of strikeouts, but gave up hit a batter in Chase Morrison, and then Brady Marucci followed in behind him on the first pitch and hit a 2-run home run to right center field, and that's all your scoring so far. So Rose has given up 2 hits, and I believe Eli Foster, by my count, has only given up 1. So we only have 3 hits total between the two teams through 3 innings. So Nolan Russell will come to the plate, and he walked in his first at bat in the second inning and was stranded at second base. So no official at bat for Russell today. As I said earlier, he'll be followed by Brennan Ward and then Chase Morrison scheduled to hit for Ashland here in the top of the fourth inning. Rose delivers well inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Rose. And that's grounded to third, picked up there by Smith and over to Havens, and there's 1 away here in the top of the fourth inning. That'll bring up right fielder Matt Dillon, who flew out to center field in the second inning, 0 for 1 on the day.
Now batting, number 7, Matt Dillon.
That's going to be strike 1 from Rose. Nice pitch there, low at the knees. 0-1. That's going to stay low, ball 1. 1-1. Breaking ball stays low, 2-1. Had a nice break on it, just didn't start it high enough. It dropped down into the dirt. It's 2 balls and a strike now. Fastball just off the plate on the inside, and the count goes to 3-1 on Dillon. So opportunity here for Matt Dillon with a hitter's count at 3 balls and a strike. Can be selective here. And that's fouled at the plate. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch stays out and low, and that's another walk for Grant Rose as Nolan Russell gets on. By my scorekeeping, that is the 3rd walk, and we also had 1 batter hit by a pitch. So now Brennan Ward will come to the plate. He flew out to right field to end the second inning for the Tomcats, 0 for 1 on the day. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. It was a high breaking ball. Runner's going to stop at second. So Brennan Ward with a base hit. Puts 2 runners on with just 1 away, and it's going to bring up number 9 hitter Chase Morrison, who got hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning, the last inning, and came around to score in front of Brady Marucci on his 2-run home run. And you got Marucci will be on deck when there's only one down. So if Morrison can get on, or Ashland can only allows one base runner or the hitter to get out, Marucci could come to the plate with 2 runners on at least. So that's strike 1 to Morrison. And that's what you want. You want to, if you're Ashland, you want to bring Marucci to the plate with runners on and force Rowan County to make a decision of whether to pitch to him or not. Here's the 0-1 from Rose. Swing and a miss. I think he might have foul tipped that one. It's 0-2. I'm not sure how good of a bunter Morrison is, but this is an opportunity here because both the corner infielders playing way back. Obviously, it's 2 strikes. You might not want to do it here, but if you could lay down a quick bunt, might not be expecting it. Morrison could possibly beat it out, and you could come to the plate with Marucci and the bases loaded. And that's going to be hit, slow roller to short, and it's bobbled at shortstop, and that's going to be an error, and everybody's going to be safe. And I just mentioned bringing Marucci up with the bases loaded, and that's exactly what's happened, as there's an error in the field, and so now you've got nowhere to put Marucci, and he's 1 for 2 on the day, a ground out to third, and a 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. And Rose has got to be careful here, as Marucci deposited his 16th home run over the right center field fence. Big opportunity here for Ashland. And Marucci holds off, pulls back. It's ball 1. Because even if he gets a base hit here, you're going to put Ashland will score at least 2. And Eli Foster has been good on the hill for the Tomcats. And that's going to be ball 2 outside. And now you're in a position, if you're Grant Rose, you got to come to Brady Marucci. You got to throw a strike, unless you're just willing to give up a run here with the bases loaded. That looked like it barely caught the outside corner of the plate as it come across. That was a close one. 2-1 now on Brady Marucci. That stays high. It's now 3-1. Got to be super careful here at 3-1. You want to throw a strike, but Marucci probably the most dangerous, I think he's the most dangerous hitter in the 16th region, especially in this type of situation. Probably one of the most dangerous hitters in the state with the bases loaded and less than 2 outs. And that's going to be ball 4 high, and Marucci draws a walk and gets the RBI, and Ashland pushes another run across.
Now batting number 1, L.J. Murphy.
So Dillon will come in to score. Ward will move up to third. Morrison to second, Marucci to first, and we're probably going to have a courtesy runner for Marucci. Let's see who that's going to be. Number 13, Connor Flowers, will courtesy run for Marucci on first base. That's what my roster says that number 13 is. So now L.J. Murphy will come to the plate 0 for 1. He grounded to short, and he got on a walk in the 1st inning and stole a base, but was stranded at second. Ashland threatening to blow this one open as they're up 3-0, and Rose throws that one out of the zone 1-0. With the bases loaded, the number 2 hitter up, and only 1 out for the Tomcats. And they've pushed 1 across here in this inning, got 2 in the last inning. They lead 3-0. And they're looking for more. And Murphy fouls that one towards the Tomcat bench. 1 ball and 1 strike. And interestingly enough, the middle infielders for Rowan County are playing back. The corner infielders are up on the grass. Guess they're looking for, if it's middle infield, they'll try for a double play. And if it's hit to the corners, they'll try to come home. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rose gets back on the hill, and he comes to the plate. And that's going to be a slow ground ball to first base. They'll come home and get the out, and they get the lead runner. Nice job there by Rowan County. Just as I suspected, they were bringing the corner infielders in, and so Murphy will get on with the fielder's choice. The bases will stay loaded, but they did cut down the run and got the second out of the inning, so now it's Morrison on third.
Now batting number 2, Zane
Connor Flowers
Ingram.
on second and Murphy on first. And now Zane Ingram will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2. A single and a fly out to center. Rose delivers. That's going to catch the inside corner, strike 1 on the curveball. 0-1. And that's hit in the air to center field, but right at Banks. And he'll make the catch, and that'll do it. And the damage limited here in the 4th inning, but Ashland pushes 1 run across off of a Brady Marucci walk, and so they get 1 run on 1 base hit, 1 error, and 3 left on at the end of 3.5. It's Ashland 3 and Rowan County nothing. We'll be back right after this.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Cycling with my wife was a lifestyle for me. The more and more I cycled, the harder and harder it was to get out of chairs. It was restricting everything that I could do. The ultimate result was hip replacements. King's Daughters, they were fantastic. The same day I got home from the hospital, I hopped right on my bike. Knowing that you can get back on your bike and go out and accomplish something that you didn't think you'd be able to, it's just amazing.
Inspired orthopedics care at UK King's Daughters.
Welcome back to the Bath County Sports Complex. Grant Rose will come to the plate, the number 2 hitter for Rowan County, as they're now down 3-0. Rose grounded out to second in the 1st inning, 0 for 1 on the day as he takes ball 1. Be Rose, Miller, and Havens scheduled to come to the plate for Rowan County. That's popped in the air, and it's going to be out of play as Marucci made a run for it, but it was stayed out of the ballpark. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. A reminder that today's game's fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore, made possible by Restoration RX, and that's hit into left field, and that's going to be a nice catch there by Morrison as that was slicing towards the left field line, but Morrison made a nice running catch, and there's 1 away, and Eli Miller will now come to the plate, who popped up to the third baseman, and his only at-bat earlier in this game, 0 for 1 on the day. Reminder, the winner of this game, that's ball 1 outside. Winner of this game gets the winner of game number 2, which is Boyd County and East Carter, and they are scheduled to play the championship game tomorrow at 2:30. And that's strike 1 on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss on a nice curveball that kind of dropped off the table there. And so now Eli Foster ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout. It was bounced in the dirt. Marucci up and throws the runner out at first, and so that is a strikeout. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And by my count, that is Eli Foster's first strikeout of the game. And Mason Havens is 1 for 1, has the only base hit for Rowan County on the day. And that bounces ball one. And that's strike one. Nice pitch there by Foster. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brody Likens on deck for Rowan County if Mason Havens can get on. It stays inside, 2-1. That's right back at us. 2-2. So count even 2-2 and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, Havens got just a piece of it. And Havens turns on that one down the left field line, but Morrison on the run, heading towards the line, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Eli Foster at the end of 4 complete. It's Ashland 3 and Rowan County nothing. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning right after this.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
When you need insurance, it's nice to know you have a Farm Bureau agent right in your community. Someone who understands your family's needs and lives right down the road. For insurance in Rowan County, call your local agent, Bailey Trent. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the caring you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
All right, folks, we are back headed to the 5th inning. Ashland with the 3-0 lead. And coming to the plate for the Tomcats will be 4, 5, and 6. Scheduled to hit for Ashland will be Asher Moore, Chandler Kaiser, and Nolan Russell. Grant Rose back out on the hill to start his 5th inning of work for Rowan County. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they said that his pitch count was in the 70s. I believe the PA guy announced that as we have the throw down, and now Asher Moore will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right field and popped up to shortstop.
For the Tomcats, number 35, Asher Moore.
Reminder, the winner of this game will play tomorrow for the championship at 2:30. They'll play the winner of semifinal number 2 between Boyd County and East Carter. First pitch from Rose is called strike 1. Reminder that today's game is fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore, made possible by Restoration RX. I want to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be able to bring this streaming to you free of charge, as that's fouled well out of play. It's now quickly 0-2 on Asher Moore. That's going to be outside off the plate, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Rose. And that's going to break and stay low and bounce at the plate, 2-2. So curveball that stayed low, and now Moore has pushed the count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's fouled away as Moore stays alive. That one was a little up in the zone, but Moore fouled it off. There's the 2-2 from Rose. And that's going to be called strike 3. Looked a little low from where we're at, but we don't have the best vantage point. But home plate umpire rings him up, and it's a strikeout to open this inning in the 5th inning. And by my count, that is Grant Rose's 3rd strikeout of the game. And 2 of those 3 are against this batter right here, Chandler Kaiser, who hits that one into right field. It's going to stay just fair and is caught out there by Eli Miller. And quickly 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. That'll now bring up the designated hitter Nolan Russell, who on the day's 0 for 1, a ground out, and has drawn a walk.
Now batting number 20, Nolan Russell.
It's going to stay low, ball 1 in the dirt at the plate. Nobody on, 2 outs here at the top of the 5th inning, 1-0 the count. Ashland with a 3-0 lead. That's hit in the air to center. Banks is going back and kind of got twisted up, but eventually routed himself and made the catch in center field. So 3 up and 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, Ashland leads 3-0. We'll be back right after this.
Mom, what's for dinner?
They say products aren't built to last, and that they just don't make things like they used to. Since 1953, Big Sandy's been serving our customers quality and reliability at a great price. And that's why we're proud to carry Speed Queen, quality washers and dryers built here in America, with commercial-grade metal parts and backed by industry-leading warranties. Get the guaranteed lowest price and fast delivery on all Speed Queen appliances at Big Sandy's Superstore.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
All right, folks, we are back. Eli Foster finishing up his warm-up tosses here before we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Ashland leading 3-0. For Rowan County, it will be Brody Likens, Toby Stinson, and Ross Banks. And Eli Foster on the day, 3 of the 4 innings. He's went 3 up and 3 down. And the only inning that he didn't was in the 2nd inning, he gave up a leadoff single to Mason Havens. So he's only given up 1 hit so far. And that's a swing and a miss on Likens, 0-1. And a ball in the dirt. Nice breaking ball there from Foster. Another breaking ball catches the inside part. Quickly 0-2. Foster ahead of Likens. And that's a curveball, and it's hit. That's fair over the bag. That's going to be extra bases. So he rounds first and heads into 2nd, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Brody Likens. So Likens may have a courtesy runner with him being the catcher.
Now batting, number 16,
but we'll see.
Stinson.
So now Toby Stinson will come to the plate. Best opportunity here on the day for Rowan County. They did have a runner at 3rd back in the 2nd inning with only 1 out, but now they've got nobody out and a runner at 2nd. So that just about catches Stinson as He turned away from it. It was high and inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Throw back to second. Runners back. That's just outside, strike 1. From my vantage point, looked just a touch off the plate, but close enough to call strike. Swing and a miss on a high fastball up and in, and now Foster ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's fouled away on the off-speed pitch. Stinson stays alive. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stinson. Runner at second, Brody Likens. He led off this inning with a double. Nobody out. Top of the 5th, Rowan trailing 3-0, but trying to put a run on the board here. And that's got to be a balk because he went to throw home and didn't throw. I was going to say, I think that caught everybody by surprise, all the umpires and everybody, and Foster knew what he did, and so now you have a runner at third and nobody out, so an opportunity to score a run, and Ashland, it looks like they were bringing the infield in, but it's just going to be the corner infielders, and Stinson swings at one out of the strike zone and strikes out for the first out of the 5th inning. So now Ross Banks will come to the plate. He grounded out to short. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Still runner at third, only 1 out. And that's low, ball 1. And that's low again, ball 2. So 2-0 now on Banks. So a count in his favor. Foster needs to come with a strike here. And he does. Strike 1. 2-1. And that is strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down, runner on third. The curveball, bouncer to short. He'll go to first for the out, and the run scores. So an RBI ground out for for Banks. And that'll bring up Braxton Smith with no one on, but Rowan County gets a run back. They now trail 3-1. So Braxton Smith, 0 for 1 on the day, ground out to second. Bases are empty with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's outside and low, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's kind of in on the hands, and Smith tried to extend his arms and swung through that one. The 1-2, and that's hit in the air, and that may fall, and it does for a base hit. Gets away from the left fielder, but not far enough for the runner to advance as Smith picks up a base hit. So Rowan now with 2 base hits in this inning. Runner at first and 2 down. That's going to bring up Jackson Pico.
14, Jackson Pico.
Pico grounded out to first. Grounded out to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and that stays high, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on first, Ashland leading 3-1. And that's going to be strike two. Nice job by Marucci framing that one up. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was close. 2-2. Stays high and in. Count goes full. Nice job by Pico. Lay off of that one. So we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will probably be going on the pitch. If the pitcher steps towards home, runner will be going. It is. It's hit into center field. Murphy coming in, and it's going to be down for a base hit. Murphy was coming in, and Ingram was heading out, and it falls in for a base hit. So 2 base hits in a row now. And with the runner going, got runners at first and third. 1 down, and you got Aaron Pennington, the leadoff hitter, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. We've got a meeting at the mound, and we'll take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this here on MyTown TV.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
We're back. Runners on first and third. To Aaron Pennington, the leadoff hitter. 2 down. That's ball 1 in the dirt. Nice job by Marucci in blocking that one. So you got Braxton Smith on third. Jackson Pico on first. Rowan County's pushed in a run here in the 5th inning. Looking for more. Pennington hits that one high in the air into left center field. Murphy goes back, settles underneath it, and makes the catch. And that will end the Rowan County threat here in the 5th inning. But Rowan County gets 1 run on 3 base hits. They leave 2 on. At the end of 5 complete, it's Ashland 3 and Rowan County 1. We'll be back with the 6th inning right after this.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place a to-go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await at Texas Roadhouse. Order their legendary catering for your next event. Located at 501 Winchester Avenue across from Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Bath County Sports Complex. Heading to the top of the 6th inning, it's Ashland and Rowan County. Ashland with the 3-1 lead. Rowan County threatened in the bottom of the 5th, scored 1 and had a couple of runners on with 2 outs and brought up their leadoff hitter, Aaron Pennington, and he flew out to deep left center field to end the inning, and Ashland preserved that 3-1 lead. And for Ashland coming to the plate, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, and Matt Dillon, Brennan Ward, and Chase Morrison. Grant Rose is out for That is not Grant Rose. We have a new pitcher. Aaron Pennington is on the hill for Rowan County. So we have a pitching change. So the call to the bullpen is brought to you by Restoration RX. And I'll get you the numbers for Aaron Pennington. And Pennington on the year.
Now pitching for Rowan County.
This will be his 11th appearance at 18 2/3 innings. He's given up 14 hits, 18 runs, 15 of them earned, 24 strikeouts. He's 1-3 with 3 saves on the year. And I believe Rose may have moved to shortstop. I'll try to get that information for you when I can, and I believe that is what has happened. That is ball one, just a bit outside. Matt Dillon to lead off for Ashland. He's walked and scored a run and flew out to center field. And that's going to be strike one. 1-1. That's off the plate, 2-1. That's just a bit outside again, 3-1. And that is strike two. So the count full on the leadoff hitter here in the 6th inning, Matt Dillon. It stays inside, ball 4. So leadoff hitter is on with a walk, and it's going to be Brennan Ward to come to the plate.
Now batting number 14, Brennan Ward.
He singled and flew out to right, 1 for 2 on the day. That's outside again. Runner's going to move up. So 1-0 on Ward. Squares to bunt. It's going to stay high. Ball 2. Runner on second. Nobody down. It's Matt Dillon at second, who led off this inning with a walk. And we've got a timeout as they're going to have a meeting at the mound. We'll take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this.
Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Clark's Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed.
So good hitters count here for Brennan Ward. Squares to bunt again, and he does bunt, but fouls it out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count's full. And fouls that one away and stays alive. It'll stay 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's strike 3 called. Nice pitch by Pennington and gets the first out of the top of the 6th. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Chase Morrison. It's a good pitch by Pennington. Morrison on the day. He's been hit by a pitch and scored a run. He scored on the 2-run home run by Marucci and reached on an error, was stranded at third in the 4th inning. And that's strike 1 to Morrison. Pennington seems to start to be settling in just a touch here as he seems to be, his pitches seem to be closer to the strike zone as he was struggling early on when he took over here in the 6th inning. Nice curveball. It's hit right at short and caught, and the runner's able to get back. So quickly 2 down. That's going to bring the leadoff hitter, Brady Marucci, in. I wouldn't be shocked to see if they put him on. But it doesn't appear that they're going to put him on. Looks like they're going to put. Nope, they are going to put him on. That's what I expected. So Marucci gets an intentional walk. And I assume that Connor Flowers will probably come out to run for him as a courtesy runner. That's who ran for him earlier, and it is. Now L.J. Murphy will come to the plate. He's walked, reached on a fielder's choice, and grounded out to the shortstop. So he's 0 for 2 on the day. Stole a base in the 1st inning after he walked, but was stranded at second. Was the winning pitcher against Raceland on Monday. Big win for Ashland as that one stays low. Ashland got the win in that one 4-0. And we've got time from the, we've got a baseball that I think popped out of a bullpen area or something, and the umpire down the left field line behind third base called time. It's 1-0 on Murphy. Pennington with the 1-0, and that hits Murphy, and so now there's going to be, the bases will be loaded. Dillon will move to third. Flowers to second. Murphy will go to first. And that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Zane Ingram, who's 1 for 3 on the day. A single and 2 flyouts to center. Opportunity here for Ingram with 2 down with a base hit could extend Ashland's lead. Got as much as 3-0. Rowan added a run in the bottom of the 5th to make it 3-1. And Ingram hits the Rowan County coach right at the dugout. You could hear the crowd. And it'll be 0-1. Nice curveball by Pennington. Looked like that fooled Ingram. And it's quickly 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And tried to get him to go, and they appeal. They said he did not go. 1-2. And Pennington steps off. Here's the 1-2 from Pennington. And that stays inside. 2-2. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Full of Tomcats. They're up 3-1. Rowan County trying to get out of this jam here. Not giving up any runs. And that's going to be strike 3, and then he steps on the plate, and that will do it. So Ashland leaves 3. They had 0 hits and no errors and 3 left on, no runs at the end of 5.5, heading to the bottom of the 6th. It's Ashland 3, Rowan County 1. We'll be back right after this. To lead off the bottom of the 6th, swings and misses, strike 1. It's getting late here for Rowan County. Bottom of the 6th inning, another swing and a miss for Rose as Foster has went 5 innings plus now. He's here into the 6th inning. He's pitched well for Ashland today. That one stays off the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Rose fouls that one back. It'll stay 1-2. And it fouled away again. Down the first base side. Stays 1-2 on Rose as he stays alive. Swing and a miss on a curveball, strike 3. And one away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Second strikeout for Foster on the day.
Now batting number 12, Eli Miller.
So now Eli Miller will come to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a pop up to third. And he takes strike 1 on a curveball from Foster. Foster working quickly and has been around the plate. Not wasting any time as here's the 0-1. Stays high, ball 1. And that's curveball, stays in the dirt. 2-1. And that's going to be strike 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Ashland needing 3-1, bottom of the 6th inning, and that's going to be ball 3. Count's going to go full. 3-2 pitch. That's hit hard into right field. That's going to get down for extra bases. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Miller's going to round first, and he's going to trot into second standing up with a 1-out double for Rowan County. And that's going to bring up Mason Havens, who's 1 for 2 on the day.
Now batting number 99.
He had a base hit back in the 2nd and flew out to left in the 4th. He's hit Foster pretty well today. Base hit would get Rowan County within 1 as it's 3-1 Ashland right now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Havens the number 4 hitter. You feel like Rowan County, if they're going to, now we've got time again. And first base coach is going to come and talk to the home plate umpire. Not sure what this discussion is. I think we're going to have a runner. It's going to be number 24. Luke Schrader will come in to run for Eli Miller. And so now, Ashland's going to have a meeting of the minds at the mound, and we'll take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX Water, Fire, Mold, Sewage Cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX 606-694-1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
All right, folks, we got a call to the bullpen as Eli Foster is out and Zane Ingram's coming in. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Restoration RX. And I believe Connor Flowers is going to check in. I want to make the assumption he's going to be playing either short or third. I would think maybe short with the Ingram moving from short to the pitcher's mound. Get you the numbers here for Zane Ingram on the year. And Ingram on the year on the hill. This will be his 6th appearance. 12 2/3 innings, 14 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned. 14 strikeouts. He has a record of 1-0 and a 4.42 ERA on the season for the Tomcats. And it looks like Flowers is going to be at third. And I can't see who's at short. It could be that Ward moved from third to short. I can't see the number out there. We had been put in such a tough position out here at Bath County, even though paying the fees, we've been put in a tough position. It's hard to see. First pitch from Ingram is strike one on Mason Havens. And that's strike two, quickly 0-2. It's going to stay just low, ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Havens will step back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Ingram. And that's going to be called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Havens not happy with the call, but he gets rung up. There's 2 down now. And Brody Likens will come in. Likens on the day, 1 for 2. There's a swing and a miss. Last time he was up, he doubled and scored the only run so far for Rowan County. And that's strike 2 quickly. Ingram wasting no time and getting ahead of the hitters. And that's in the dirt. Nice block by Brady Marucci there. Not allow the runner to advance. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, swinging, and that will end the top of the 6th inning. 1 hit, no runs, 1 runner left, and no errors at the end of 6 complete. It's Ashland 3 and Rowan County 1. We'll be back right after this.
Through 6 innings.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Clark's Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
All right, folks, we are back, headed to the 7th inning. Ashland still hanging on to a 2-run lead. They scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Rowan responded with 1 in the bottom of the 5th, and that's where we have stayed. Rowan is threatened. Ashland is threatened, but neither team has been able to push across any more runs. Aaron Pennington starting his 2nd inning of relief for Rowan County, and he will face 4, 5, and 6 for the Tomcats. Scheduled to come to the plate is Asher Moore, Chandler Kaiser, and Nolan Russell. Scheduled to come to the plate for Ashland. And if you're an Ashland fan or the players or the coaches, you'd love to be able to add a couple more runs onto this lead and try to close out Rowan County in the bottom of the 7th inning.
For Ashland, number 35, Asher Moore.
So Moore on the day is 0 for 3. Struck out looking in the 5th, popped up to shortstop in the 3rd, and flew out to right field in the 1st. And he pops that one up in the air, going back behind 3rd. And they're going to say that is a foul ball, as there was some confusion between Pico and Smith. Smith looked like he was going to get it, and at the last minute kind of stepped away, and there was some confusion on who was calling it. So actually Asher Moore gets a break, but I think Rowan County gets an even bigger break because that one fell into foul territory just barely, or Moore might be standing on second base with a leadoff double. All of that happening, and it's just a 0-1 count. And that's going to be a curveball down, out of the zone, 1-1. Way outside, ball 2, 2-1. Two one from Pennington. Stays way inside, 3-1 now on Moore. Great hitters count here for Asher Moore. Can be selective in this 3-1 count. Ashland trying to add to their 3-1 lead. That's way outside, ball 4, and Moore's going to draw a leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Chandler Kaiser, who's 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right field.
Now batting number 24, Chandler Kaiser.
Kaiser squares the bunt, it stays outside, ball 1. Kaiser squares the bunt again, bunts it foul at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over is in the dirt. Runner's back. Kaiser squares the bunt. Nice bunt back to the pitcher. Pennington will throw to first and get the out. Nice sacrifice there by Kaiser. Moves the runner to second, and Asher Moore, and that's going to bring to the plate designated hitter Nolan Russell, who has walked, grounded out, and flown out to center. He flew out to center in the 5th inning, grounded out in the 4th, and walked in the 2nd. Ashland trying to plate an extra run here, leading 3-1. And that is a slow ground ball up the first baseline. Pennington comes off of first base and gets the out, and I think Mason Haven's foot got stepped on as Russell crossed the bag. So we've got the out, 1-3. Runner moves up to third, and they're going to go out and check on Havens as his foot was stepped on. And as they check on him, we'll take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
All right, folks, we're back after that timeout. Mason Havens looks like he's all right. Had his foot stepped on, but he's going to be all right. 2 down, runner on third for Ashland, and Matt Dillon will step in. He's 0 for 1 on the day, has walked twice and scored a run. He takes that one way inside, ball 1. Flew out to center in the second, and he walked, scored a run in the fourth, and walked in the 6th inning. Curveball's in the dirt, ball 2. And that is hit up the middle, and a base hit gets through, and that's going to score a run. And it's an RBI base hit for Matt Dillon. Asher Moore scores from third, and Ashland picks up a run. Nice insurance run, and they now lead 4-1 as Brennan Ward, who's now at shortstop, will come to the plate. He's flown out, struck out, and he singled in the 4th. Runners going on the curveball, throw down by Likens, and they've got him at second. Nice play there, nice throw down, and that will do it, but not before Ashland plates 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors at the end of 6 1/2. Headed to the bottom of the 7th. It's Ashland leading 4-1. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th right after this.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
All right, folks, we are back. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th as Zane Ingram is finishing up his warm-up tosses. He came in the last inning in relief of Eli Foster, who had a great game, and now Ashland 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the 16th Region Championship game that'll be played tomorrow at 2:30 right here at the Bath County Sports Complex. So for Rowan County, it's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Toby Stinson, Ross Banks, and Braxton Smith. Stinson on the day 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice and struck out and takes strike 1 from Ingram. If you're Zane Ingram now, stay around the plate, throw strikes, let your defense help you, and punch your ticket to the regional championship game. And that's popped in the air right to second base. Asher Moore makes the catch and quickly 1 away after just 2 pitches. That's going to bring up Ross Banks, who has grounded out twice, but the second ground out drove in the only run of the game. Brody Likens scored in the 5th inning. His ground out to short pushed that run home. That is the only run that Rowan County's been able to muster so far. It's 1-0 on Banks. And it's strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's outside, ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stays outside and low. Count's going to go full. On deck is Braxton Smith, scheduled to hit for Rowan. There's 1 down, nobody on. Ashland leading 4-1. Here's the payoff pitch, and that is fouled at the plate. That was well inside, but Banks fights it off. Here's the payoff pitch again from Ingram. That's popped in the air and going to be out of play. It'll stay 3-2. That's popped high in the air. Ward going out and Morrison coming in. Morrison's going to make the catch for the second out, and now Rowan County down to their final out as Braxton Smith will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out.
Now batting number 6, Braxton Smith.
Ingram delivers, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's outside, ball 2, a little bit low as well, 2-1. And that is strike 2. I couldn't tell if that tipped off the bat or just popped off of Marushi's glove. Either way, it's still a strike, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rowan County down to their last strike. Ingram trying to finish it off here. Here's the 2-2. And that is hit softly, scooped up by Flowers over to first, and that will do it. And the Ashland Tomcats punch their ticket to the 16th Region Championship game with a win, 4-1 over Rowan County. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the Restoration RX postgame show and wrap this one up for you right here on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Our mission is to ensure the health and safety of the community through the provision of essential health services and public health education.
Public health is public wealth.
All right, folks, welcome back. If you hear a lot of extra noise, we are set up in the bleachers. They wouldn't put us in the press box, so we're in the bleachers. So I'll try to talk louder in case you're unable to hear. Rowan County finishes their season at 21-17 after the loss here in the semifinals, and Ashland picks up their 30th win of the year. They moved to 30-6 on the season and punched their ticket to the 16th Region Championship game tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. They will face either Boyd County or East Carter. Boyd County, the defending regional champion, and East Carter was the regional champion in 2024. So Ashland will be facing one of the past two regional champions, and as I'd mentioned throughout the game, I might have already mentioned it again, was Ashland will make their first appearance in the regional championship game since 2021. It was a close ball game throughout. Eli Foster pitched well for Ashland into the sixth inning. Grant Rose went 5 for Rowan County. No one on the board till the third inning. Brady Marucci went deep with a 2-run home run in the third inning. Ashland added another run in the third. Rowan County came back in the fifth inning and added one. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Rowan County, bottom of the fifth, where they added the run, they had 2 runners on with 2 outs, and their leadoff hitter on, and Aaron Pennington flew out to center field, and you thought that was probably their best opportunity, and it was. After the first out, we got a strikeout and then a double. Eli Foster came out, and Zane Ingram came in and finished it off the rest of the sixth inning, and he went an inning and 2/3 for the save. Grant Rose went 5 innings. Aaron Pennington went 2 for Rowan County. So exciting matchup, exciting game tonight. Should be a good one here in game number 2. We'll be back tomorrow with the championship game between Ashland and either Boyd County or East Carter at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Appreciate you tuning in. For Jeff, my cameraman, Grant, my producer, I'm Mike Miller. Appreciate you tuning in. We will be back tomorrow at 2:30 for the championship game of the boys 16th Region Baseball Tournament right here on MyTown TV. Good night, everybody.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.